might save me some time. Night on Colony 9, that was the song I had in mind. A song about one night on a colony where residents start turning up dead, then turning up later much less dead than they have any right to be. As a fungal parasite spreads, it seized on that and barreled off like I had signed consent. And that's when all the stock words came like they were set in law. I just sat there reading through the pile and staring at it all. It started with Colony 9 at night, the first helpful rewrite. Then nightfall on Colony 9, like longer meant more right. Then Parasite Protocol 9, then final warning Colony 9. And I spent that whole first pass tearing off what wasn't mine. I got the title sitting still enough to leave it sit a while. Then I looked below and found a whole first verse there in the file. Names and scenes I'd never picked, and turns I'd never planned. It wrote them down like gospel truth and signed them with my hand. It took a sketch and built a house with the rooms I'd never shown, and every wall it raised on me stood sure as quarried stone. I knew I'd have to tear it down before I wrote a line my own. And that's when all the stock words came like they were said in law. I just sat there reading through the pile and staring at it all. It had a beacon in the black and voices crawling through the vents, red warning lights and final logs and all the usual amends. It named things I had never named and swore that all of it was mine. And I spent that whole second pass tearing off what wasn't mine. That first verse right and fixed it line by line. Then it cut the body half away to heighten speed and drives. Said shorter meant more urgency, more intensity besides, and salted and more stock alarms it swore would make it shine. More static in the speaker, more red lights down the hall. A final log, a distress call like I hadn't cut them all. It hacked my pace and all the bits and called that helping me. And that's when all the stock words came like they were said in law. I just sat there reading through the pile and staring at it all. I stretched the verse back out again and let it stand on both its feet. Pulled out the hurry it had stuffed in just to fake a stronger beat. Cut static from the speakers, pulled the red lights off the wall. And I spent that whole third pass tearing off what wasn't mine. And set the busted thing in line. Then I said, read back the changes, let me see what's left of mine. And whole chunks we'd already settled came back, shifted in the frame. One line moved here, 3 words gone there, and none of it the same. It kept enough to fool the eye if you just glanced and called it good. But every place I knew by heart came back not reading like it should. It rewrote what we'd already fixed and called that helping me. Final warning, Colony 9. That was the song it had in mind. A song about some drifting ship gone black, where voices start crawling through the vent. and final logs come crackling back, while static and red